Whatever your life story, you deserve access to comprehensive, affordable health insurance. But it can be hard to know where to start. That's why Minnesotans have MNsure. MNsure is where you can find health coverage for every Minnesota story, regardless of where you live or what your income is. MNsure is the only place where you can access savings to help lower the cost of your health coverage. And you can get free help in person or over the phone to enroll in a plan that fits your needs and your story. Visit MNsure.org today to get started.
Gotta find me an angel.
You're listening to the Life After Loss podcast. This show is a safe place for angel moms and angel dads who have lost a child. It's a safe place to share, cry, celebrate, and connect to a community of parents who have experienced grief and gotten through it. Here's your host, Darcea Handy.
Angel moms and dads and everyone who's joining us from all over the world, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of our Life After Loss podcast. And you guys know I always say our Life After Loss podcast because we are a family and this is all of us together. So angel moms and dads, today I want to talk about something that's just kind of surprising to me, and it might surprise you as well. But it's in the area of basically practicing, making best decisions and best practices to have a healthy recovery after we experience pregnancy and infant loss. Now, we do know that when we go in and we have a normal pregnancy or a healthy baby or a healthy delivery, we are so real and strict with the rules that the physician gives us. They say 6 weeks, we wait 6 weeks. We're not going to work. If we're on bed rest, we're on bed rest. If we are not able to do things with our partners, we're not doing any of that. We are taking care of our bodies and we are on strict restrictions from the physicians. However, when we experience pregnancy and infant loss, I've noticed that we are not doing the same things. We're not taking the time to take care of our bodies in the same way. We're not allowing our bodies to heal in the way that we should physically. Now, angel moms and dads, this is something that kind of alarmed me and surprised me at the same time. You all may not know this, but infection is one of the highest reasons for pregnancy and postpartum death, maternal postpartum death, infection. And it's just a matter of taking good care of ourselves. Now, where do we lose that? Because society has normalized pregnancy and infant loss, 1 in 4. So we say, okay, I've had a miscarriage. I'm going back to work. I lost a child, but I'm going back to work. But what we fail to think about is, how did you lose that child? What happened? Did you have a delivery like I did? And you had a funeral and you buried your child. Well, guess what? That's a delivery, a vaginal delivery. Did you have a cesarean? Did you have a miscarriage and you had to go into the hospital to have more procedure done to help with that miscarriage? So what do you do when those kinds of things happen? Do you jump right back into your normal routine? Oh, I'm going right back to work. Okay, spouse, business as usual. But that's not safe. It's not safe for you and it's not safe for our bodies. So one thing that we have to focus on is taking care of ourselves after pregnancy and infant loss. Now, we all know no smoking, no drinking. Some physicians say an occasional glass of something. I'm not going to say it. Maybe some cran apple juice or grape juice or something like that. Drink your water, get your exercise, and get out there and do some walking, some talking, communicate with people. If you feel like you need to talk to someone, you can reach out to me. Communicate with family members, get your rest, adequate nutrition, right? Well, we follow those things, but what about the guidelines for our physical well-being? Are we really taking care of ourselves? Are we giving our bodies that time to heal? Because guess what? Whether you've experienced a baby who was born asleep, or whether you experienced somewhere in your pregnancy that you lost your baby and you still had to deliver the child, your body deserves the same amount of time to heal itself. I'll share something with you all. You all know that my daughter, Naya, Aiden's older sister, she was early. So I had her on a Friday. So on a Sunday, I was in the store because the hospital lets you out in 3 days. Why are they going to keep you? I mean, she was small, she was little. So it's kind of frightening because they did want to keep her, but thank God she was able to come home with us. But I was in the one of the baby stores because she came early. We had only had one baby shower, and we had some items. Now, I'm not saying that baby showers are for people to gift you with things. That's not at all what I'm saying. But we did have a shower and we had some baby items. Well, I had a registry and I had some things that I wanted for the baby. So I went into the store with my husband. We went into the baby store and they were like, "Oh, hey, you just did your registry. When is your baby due? When is your baby due?" And I said, "I delivered my baby already." And they were like, "What? What? Are you serious? You don't look like you just had a baby." I said, "Yeah, I had her 2 days ago. I had her on Friday." Now, here's why I share that story. I'm in the store. I'm in a baby store. Obviously, it's things for mom there too, right? Because it's an infant store. But guess what? I was only focused on the baby. I wasn't focused on anything that I needed for myself. I wasn't focused on maybe needing something for my breast because I knew I wanted to nurse, and we know what nursing, what we need. We need our pads, we need the cream. I wasn't focused on that. I wasn't focused on anything to take care of myself, my reproductive organs, or to take care of my body in any way that shows that I just delivered a child. I wasn't focused on any of that. I was focused on what I need for the baby. So it took my mother and my mom and my mother-in-law. They were like, "You're gonna have to sit down somewhere. Get somewhere and sit down, or get somewhere and lay down and let us help you. You have to recover." And I was like, "I feel fine." And they were like, "You have just pushed a whole baby out of your body. Your body is completely open." And guess what, angel moms and dads? When our body is open like that, that's just like an open wound. If we're not careful, anything can happen. Wounds can get infected. And we just don't want that when we've delivered a child. We don't want those moments to be, if we've experienced pregnancy and infant loss, we don't want those moments to be aggravated by, okay, now I have to deal with, something else, some type of infection or something else because I didn't take care of myself. No, it's okay to put yourself first. It really is. Because guess what? You and probably your spouse will probably be the only two who thinks about you in that way. It's not that people don't mean to. People mean well, but that just might not be their priority. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, the baby's here. So everybody wants to hold the baby. Everybody wants to help with the baby. Or if you've experienced pregnancy and infant loss, well, it's something else. Okay, we're concerned. I don't know what to say to her. I don't know how to speak to her. Should I go over there? Should I not go over there? Two totally different sets of dynamics when it comes to family members being there. But for you, it's the same thing. You've got to take care of yourself and you've got to take care of your body. And I just think that's so important because it really startled me that here we are we're moving into 2022 and we are still seeing that women are dying because of infection after birth, after delivery. So, what is it that we're not doing? We're not connecting, we're not sharing. And that's why I feel like it's important to have this dialogue. And for your husbands and your spouses and your mates, they need to know as well. Sometimes, if it's not safe to do something, let's not do it. If the doctor says, let's wait 6 weeks, let's wait 6 weeks. If the doctor says you need to wait a little longer, wait a little longer. Sometimes we have stitches. I've been in the room with, you guys know I'm a nurse. I've been in a room where ladies have had to get stitches or they've had complete surgical procedures. And if you don't take care of yourself, it will go bad. It absolutely does. So one of the things that I like to do here with Life After Loss is just donate toiletries to families that are in need, basically mothers postpartum, because postpartum self-care is so important. We've got to put ourselves first, ladies, and husbands, spouses, significant others, partners. You've got to have patience with us. I just don't see the rationale in 2021 going into 2022 in this country And we're still seeing these kinds of deaths due to infection, blood infections after delivery. It shouldn't be happening, you guys. So you all know that I'm an advocate for maternal health and I'm an advocate for infant health. You want to be around for your family. You want to be around for your baby. Or if you've experienced loss and you've had to go in and have that procedure that some people have to do to completely get everything out of your uterus, then take care of yourselves after that. Sometimes what I recognize is when it comes to maternal health, we've just gotten so comfortable with everything being normal. I remember, excuse me, having to go and see the physician about fibroids, I believe, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna take a biopsy," and it was the most pain I'd ever experienced at that time. It was just so barbaric to me to not have any anesthesia or anything like that. It was just, okay, we're just going in. Ladies, this is delicate. Our bodies are delicate. I don't care how tall you are, what size you are. Our bodies are delicate, and we have to take care of ourselves. We want to be around. Yes, when we experience the loss, it's heavy on the heart, but guess what? You want your body in shape so you can be around for a long time. Okay? You want to be able to be with your spouse or your family or just people that you love. And it's a sad day when we're seeing women who are passing away because of infection, just because of basic hygiene. So anyway, angel moms and dads, I just want you guys to know that I love each and every one of you. I want you to know, if you are thinking about something in your mind, what is it something that I can do for other people? Or I want to do something this holiday season and I want to be giving. Consider toiletries. Consider personal care items. Consider donating personal care items to an OBGYN or a family practice physician or someone you know who's going to see postpartum patients like I have. Give someone the gift of that. It's a big thing to some people. Some people, they can't afford it, or like me, they weren't thinking about it, because we're always thinking about someone else. So if you want to be a blessing in someone's life at this time, it may seem to be small to you, but it might be big for someone else. So angel moms and dads, I know this is a little bit of a different topic, but it's something that I felt like we absolutely had to cover because I just cannot wrap my mind around it. But guess what? Together we can conquer this. Together we can knock this out. That's what this is all about, you guys, is sharing this information so we can take care of each other. So angel moms and dads, as I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time.
You've been listening to Life After Loss with your host, Darcea Handy. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcast for new episodes every Wednesday. For more on this program, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
It never fails. Every fall, I fall into a funk. Daylight savings time used to have me singing the blues until I found some help at BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com. It's an online resource that matches you with your own licensed professional therapist. Listen, ain't no shame in talking to somebody about how you feel. Your mom and your friends are great to talk to when you have problems. They're your go-to. But sometimes you need a professional, and that's where you need to call BetterHelp.com. Sometimes it's the only way to get your happy back. BetterHelp.com offers secure online counseling, either over the phone or via video. Now, it's not a crisis line, but BetterHelp.com has counselors who'll help you with your anger, stress, depression, or anxiety. The good news is that they're more affordable than traditional in-person counseling sessions. But you know what? If your money is funny, don't worry. BetterHelp.com even offers financial aid. Let BetterHelp.com help you get your happy back. Log on today to BetterHelp.com.